Hi, this is Rika. Welcome to this class. This class is the sixth of a 7-week journey through the chakras. So today we're going to focus on our third eye chakra, which is located right in between our eyebrows in the pineal glands. The third eye is known to be our intuition. It's all about imagination, manifesting desires, seeing the world as it is, true as it is. So our physical eye sees the physical world, and our third eye sees the true world, which is also a unified whole connected to spirit. So maybe you want to, before we even start, take your right hand and massage your third eye a little bit. Feel the space in between your eyebrows. Feel the nerves that come together right at this point. And then release your hand again. Take it into your lap. And we start today's class in Baddha Konasana. So, butterfly pose or round angle pose, where you take your feet, the soles of your feet together, your knees fall outward, opening up your hip flexors. Here you can take your diamond shape a little bit wider today. So you can really fold over your thighs. So we're going to fold over in just a bit. But first I want you to really try to feel into this posture. Feel the opening of your hip flexors. Feel how your soles of the feet are touching. And then make your spine very long, roll your shoulders back. Keep your core tucked in, your rib cage tucked in. And then start to fold towards the front. Maybe move with your breath a little bit, fold a little bit further. And then when you can't go any further, then just release yourself over your thighs. So I invite you to always have some blocks handy. You know that already if you practice with me regularly. And today, if you can touch your toes or your heels or any part of your foot with your forehead, then take a block onto your feet and fold over so you can touch the block with your forehead. I really want you to have that connection in between your third eye and your feet. So even if it's just an imaginary connection there, I want you to feel into that connection. And then take a few deep inhales and exhales here. Arrive in your body, arrive on the mat. And bring your awareness fully towards your third eye. Maybe you want to even look in between your eyebrows with closed eyes, or bring your gaze towards that space. The space lights your inner wisdom. It's the connectedness between yourself and between others around you. And as you breathe, this inner wisdom, this light grows. The connection to yourself increases. Any judgment towards others diminishes. And the love and understanding for others grows. And with that new feeling of wisdom and connectedness, maybe you want to set an intention for today's practice. It can be anything connected to your third eye, anything to your inner wisdom, anything to your purpose in life, to your desires and visions. And I invite you to say it out loud a few times. Whatever your intention is for today's practice, or maybe for today, for the whole week. Repeat it as often as you need to make yourself really believe the words that you're saying out loud. And whenever your thoughts wander, anything pops up in your mind, accept the thought as it is. Look at the thought. And then move on and release the thought.
Bring your gaze towards your third eye again. Look into that inner wisdom. Maybe you see a vision in front of your third eye. Breathe into that deeply. Take another deep breath here. And then slowly, very slowly start to roll yourself up.
Go vertebra by vertebra. Release your block to the side. And then bring your knees back together. And maybe do a few windshield wipers with your knees to release your hip flexors, your hips. You can also keep your eyes closed if you feel like it. Today we're really focusing on the space in between our eyebrows, so whenever you need to close your eyes to get the focus there, your awareness there, feel free to do so. And then come back to center and sit back into child's pose. So come seated onto your heels, reach your arms towards the front. Really spread your fingers wide and press into your fingertips, into the palms of your hands. So when you fold forward, you still have a little bit of space in between your forehead and the mat underneath you, as your arms are really engaged at this current moment. Maybe you want to walk your fingertips even a little bit further towards the front. And then really breathe in here. And with your exhale, you lower down just a tiny little bit. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Do this as many times as you need until your forehead maybe comes to touch. While you do this, feel the connection again in between your third eye and the mat underneath, the crown underneath. At first, it's the imaginary connection that you feel, maybe in form of a light. And when you finally touch down with your forehead, with the space in between your eyebrows, and really feel into the energy that is flowing in between the earth and your third eye. The energy in between your physical body and the world around you. Maybe you can even massage your third eye a little bit by looking from side to side gently with your head rolling on your forehead from side to side. And find back stillness. Take another deep breath here. And then with your next inhale, again press your hands into the mat, fingers widely spread. Look towards the front of the mat and then lower your elbows down. Lift your hips up so that your shoulders come above your elbows. And then maybe you need to walk your feet a little bit further towards the back to have your knees underneath your hips as well. Try to have a really strong core so you're not hanging through with your navel. Really bring your navel towards your spine. Have a strong upper body, strong back. Look either in between your wrists to your thumbs or somewhere in between your forearms. Try to keep the length in your spine and in your neck. Press the back of your feet into the mat. Have a really grounding stance here. You might even feel it in your core when you gently press into the mat with your hands and with your feet. And then with your next inhale, start to bring some weight onto your left side of the body, so into your left hand, left elbow, left knee and foot. And start to lift your right leg up. Keep the strength in your core. Keep the strength in your upper body, and then lift a little bit higher. Maybe your leg stays in one line with your upper body. Maybe it goes a little bit higher even. Keep lifting with your inhale. Keep your core strong. Don't forget to engage your core. And with your exhale, bend your knee and bring your knee towards your third eye. Maybe you feel that imaginary light again in between your third eye and your knee. Or maybe you can bring your knee and your forehead to touch. With your inhale, come back up. Great again, that line with your upper body, with your leg. Keep your core strong so you're not hanging through here again. You're not compressing your lower back. And then with your exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, come up. Exhale, knee to third eye. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to third eye. Inhale up. One last like this. With your inhale, come back up. And then release your toes onto the mat. Keep your right leg straight. Now bring some weight into your right hand and right elbow. And then start to lift your left arm towards the back. Straighten it towards the back. Lift it up above your head. Maybe look towards your fingertips. Stay here. And with your exhale, come all the way through the front, back into center. Place both hands onto the mat. You can do another round if you want. Inhale to the back, all the way up. Stay here, look towards your fingertips. Maybe open up your chest a little. And then exhale, come back to center. Now bring your knees both underneath your hips again. Maybe you need to adjust your stance a little bit. And then make sure your navel is towards your spine. You have a strong core. Have your neck elongated. Look in between your thumbs, wrists, or forearms. Strong upper arms. Your shoulders are slightly pressing away from each other, your shoulder blades. And then start to bring some weight into your right side of the body and start to lift your left leg up. Have a core strong. The rib cage is tucked in. You really engage your core here actually. So this is a very strong movement. Maybe you can lift a little bit higher without compressing your lower back. Inhale here. And with your exhale, bring your knee towards your third eye. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knee to third eye. Round your back here. Inhale, come back up. Reach your leg high, high, high. Keep your core engaged. Your neck is elongated, so you're not moving into that compression of the lower back here. Exhale, knee to third eye. Inhale up. Exhale together. Inhale up. Exhale together. One more inhale up. Now breathe in here. And with your exhale, bring your toes to touch the mat behind you. Keep your legs straight. Bring some weight into your left hand and left forearm, and then start to reach your right arm towards the back straight and all the way up towards the ceiling. Look up. Try to keep your hips squared here. And then exhale through the front. Come all the way back down. Do this one more time. Inhale, straight arm back and up. Look towards your fingers. Exhale through the front. Come back into your forearms. Bend both knees underneath your hips. And then sit back down into your child's pose one more time. Ground your forehead. Maybe you want to take your arms next to your body. Maybe your hands onto your heels. Take a few balancing breaths here. One more breath. And then with your next inhale, bring your arms back towards the front if you haven't already. And then start to lift your hips, tuck your toes under, and come into your first downward facing dog. So lift your hips all the way up towards the ceiling. Make sure your hands are shoulder width apart, fingers widely spread. Your head is in between your forearms. Maybe you look towards your knees or towards your navel. Keep your shoulders released so you're not bringing your shoulders towards your ears. They're away from your ears. Navel to the spine again. Always keep that in mind today, to have the navel strong, sucking in towards the back of your body. Maybe your heels touch the mat, maybe not, but try to come close to the mat if you can touch. Breathe here. And then slowly look towards the front, towards your fingers. And then release your forearms onto the mat. Your elbows touch the mat. You can keep looking to the front. Or you look in between your elbows and then you press through your hands all the way towards the back of the mat so that your shoulders go away from above your elbows. So your shoulders are pressing towards the back. You're creating one line with your elbows and your hips. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then with your next exhale, press into your hands, into your fingertips, and start to lift your elbows up. Now walk your hands slowly towards your heels, towards your feet. Come into a forward fold. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. And then maybe take your blocks if you can touch the mat, otherwise start to walk your fingertips a little bit further towards the back. You can greatly bend your knees here if you need to. Inhale here in this bent position. And with your exhale, try to straighten your legs a little bit more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten.
Inhale, bend. Exhale, straight. Inhale, bend. And with your exhale, straighten again. This time stay here. Maybe you again can imagine the connection between your third eye and your knees. And then start to walk your hands back first underneath your shoulders and then all the way towards the front into your downward facing dog again. Take your hands hip or shoulder width apart, fingers widely spread. And then come into your downward facing dog, lifting your hips, engaging your core, tucking your rib cage in. At this time, we do this a little bit with more movement. So we lower down to dolphin again, Adha Pincha Mayurasana, with our inhale. So inhale, lower the elbows down. And with the exhale, we press into our fingertips, into our hands, to come all the way back up into downward facing dog. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press up. Through all that, have a strong core. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Very nice. So one more like this. Inhale, down. And with your exhale, press through your fingertips. Come all the way up into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths here. And now with your next inhale, start to walk your hands slowly towards the back of the mat again. Into your forward fold Uttanasana. Now grab the opposing elbows, rectal from side to side a little bit. Releasing your upper arms here. And then find back stillness, release your arms. With your inhale, come into a half lift, place your hands onto your shins, look up towards the front. And with your exhale, lower back down, maybe this time grab your shins, pull yourself a little bit closer. With your inhale, lift back up, this time take your hands behind you into airplane arms. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up, airplane arms. Exhale, lower. One more like this. Inhale, airplane arms. And with your exhale, lower down. Take an inhale and exhale here. And with your next inhale, slowly start to roll yourself up into standing. Roll your shoulders back. Make sure that your core is engaged, ribcage tucked in. Your pelvis is in neutral. Your upper body is really strong again. Your arms are strong to your sides. Your feet are hip distance apart. Slight bend in your knees so you have really strong legs here as well. Maybe you want to take your right hand onto your womb, your left hand onto your third eye, to your forehead, and then feel the connection between these 2 chakras. The sacral chakra in your womb, the third eye in between your eyebrows. I can actually feel a little tingling in between these energy points. Maybe you can feel some sensation as well. These are both connected to each other, as both have a creativity within them. The sacral chakra is more with emotions and creativity. And the third eye is about the intuition, imagination, and creativity. One more deep breath here. And then release your arms back to your sides. Inhale, lift them up through the sides so that your palms touch. And with your exhale, bring your thumbs towards your third eye so you can look up towards your fingers. With your inhale, come all the way back up. Reach your arms up. Palms touch. Exhale, thumbs towards your third eye. Try to keep your body strong here while you do this. So your core is engaged, your legs are engaged. Inhale, come up. Exhale, third eye. Inhale, come up. And this time, exhale, third eye. Maybe you lean a little bit further towards the back. Come into a slight back bend here. And with your inhale, come back to center. Stay here for a moment with your hands in your third eye. And then exhale, release your hands to your sides. Now you can stay here at the back of your mat if you have some space towards the back. I don't, so I'm going to step a little bit further into the center of the mat. You don't have to go all the way to the front, but try to be so that you have some space towards the back. Take your hands into your heart center. And then start to bring some weight into your left leg, into your left standing leg. Reach your right knee up towards your chest. And then release your knee into one line with your other knee. Grab your right foot with your right hand and with your left hand. So you're interlacing your fingers kind of with your foot. And then try to find the balance here first. Try to find one line with both knees. And when you have your balance, when you have that line, then start to lower your upper body and lift your right knee up so that your upper body and your knee come into one line parallel to the floor. Now breathe here. Maybe you can again feel the connection between the earth and your third eye. And then when you have the balance here, take one more deep breath. And then release your hands into your airplane arms and release your leg towards the back into a warrior three variation. You can keep your foot pointed or you flex your foot here. Breathe here. One more breath. And then bend into your standing leg, bend your back knee and bring your knee towards your chest. Interlace your hands around your shin, so right underneath your knee. And then bring your knee a little bit closer towards your chest. Maybe look towards your knee with your third eye. And maybe even start to lower your third eye towards your knee. Feel an imaginary connection or the true connection, however far you come. Inhale here. And with your exhale, release your leg all the way towards the back again and step into high lunge. Reach your arms above your head. Make sure your front knee is bent in 90 degrees. You can see your front big toe. Look up towards your thumbs. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Inhale here, make yourself a little bit longer. And then with your exhale, bend your thumbs towards your third eye again. Maybe you come into a slight back bend on this side. Try to find the balance. And then inhale, come back up. And with your exhale, release your hands to your heart center and step all the way towards the front of the mat again, or wherever you are with your Tadasana mountain pose. Maybe you need to shake your legs out a little bit or rotate your feet. Do whatever feels good here. And then release your hands to your sides. Come into Tadasana, mountain pose again. Strong stance with your legs, strong core. Roll your shoulders back one time. With your inhale, reach your arms up through the sides towards the ceiling. Look towards your thumbs. Bring your palms to touch. And with your exhale, lower down to your third eye. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale, reach your arms up. This time, lower down. Come into your slight back bend if you want. And then inhale, come back to center. Maybe stop here. Take a breath with your thumbs in your third eye. And then release your hands to your sides. Make sure your hip distance apart again. Strong stance. And then start to lean into your right leg. Take your hands again into your heart center. And start to bend your left knee towards your chest. Now release your knee next to your right knee. Your heel comes towards your buttocks. And then grab your foot with your left hand and also with your right hand. Open your chest towards the ceiling. Your shoulder blades draw together. Keep your core strong. Your ribs tucked in. When you have the balance, then start to slowly lower down with your upper body, lifting with your knee. Come into one line and parallel to the mat. Breathe here, find the balance. Inhale and exhale here. And then first release your hands into airplane and then release your back leg towards the back into one line with the mat, still parallel. Flex your foot or point your foot, whatever is more comfortable for you. And then connect with your third eye to the ground underneath. And breathe here. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. And then inhale, bend your front knee and bring your left knee towards your chest. Interlace your hands around your shin. Make sure that you still roll your shoulders back so you're not falling inward. And then start to create that connection between your knee and your third eye. Maybe you come closer with each breath. Inhale here. And with your exhale, release your hands to your heart center and release your left leg towards the back into your high lunge. Ashtachandrasana. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling, shoulders away from your ears. Maybe look towards your fingertips. With your inhale, reach up a little bit higher, make yourself long. With your exhale, bring your thumbs towards your third eye. Come into a slight back bend here. Find the balance. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step all the way towards the front of the mat. Again, release your feet. Now walk to the back of the mat again if you aren't already. Reach your arms up through the sides. Make yourself long. Hands touch. Exhale. Hands or thumbs towards your third eye. And then fold over your thighs into your Uttanasana, forward fold. Maybe grab your ankles again and gently pull yourself closer towards your thighs and knees. Maybe you want to bend your knees even. Create a connection between your forehead and your knees. And then release your arms underneath your shoulders and start to walk your hands towards the front of the mat. Come into your downward facing dog again. Now from here we do a little flow with the dolphin pose. So if at any time you feel like you need to go back into child's pose, Balasana, feel free to do so. We do a lot of inversions today with our heart above our head. It can be a little bit challenging for one or the other, so feel free, as I said, to go into child's pose whenever it suits you. With your inhale, start to lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Your heel is pointing towards the ceiling, your toes towards the mat. Three-legged, downward facing dog. Now from here, we go into dolphin. So fingertips pressing into the mat and then start to lower your elbows down. Make sure that you are in one line with your elbows and your heel. Inhale here. And with your exhale, lower your right leg back down. Press into your hands, into your fingers, and start to lift back up into downward facing dog. Exhale here. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, lower your elbows down. Dolphin pose. Three-legged dolphin. Inhale here. And with your exhale, lower your left foot down. Inhale here. And with your exhale, press into your hands and lift your elbows up. We do this one more time on each side. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your right foot down. Inhale here. Exhale, press into your hands, lift up. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, lower. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale here. Exhale, lift up. Inhale here. Maybe adjust your stance again. Take 3 breaths here. And then slowly lower your knees down with your next exhale and come into your child's pose. Maybe bring your palms to touch and release your hands behind your back into prayer pose. And release your arms back towards the front or to your side. Do whatever feels good for your upper arms, for your forearms. Feel the connection in between your third eye and the mat. Maybe roll your head from side to side again. And then find back stillness. One more deep breath here. And then bring your arms towards the front. Extend your arms. Bring your hands into the mat. Fingers widely spread, fingertips pressing into the mat. And then lift your hips up and tuck your toes under. Come into your downward facing dog again. Now from here, if you want, keep a block close to you. Or you can already take it in between your hands. And then start to lower onto your elbows again into dolphin pose. This time grabbing the block in between your hands. Make sure you're pressing into it so you have a really strong upper body. And then you can start to walk a little bit further towards the front with your feet. And maybe lift your right leg up. Breathe here. Release back down. Lift your left leg up. Breathe here. Release your left leg back down. Can do this in exchange a few times. Keep your hands strong. And then release your knees onto the mat. And again come into child's pose for just a little breath break. Before we move maybe into Pincha our forearm stand, or maybe some hops, whatever is available for you today. So I won't give too much cues here, so if you know how to do it, then please go ahead. Otherwise, just follow the instructions that I give or the instructions that your intuition, your body gives you. One more breath in child's pose. And grab the block again, this time coming directly into our Adha Pincha Mayurasana dolphin pose. Lift your hips up, walk a little bit further towards the front, and then this time start to either lift your legs up again as before, or you swing one leg up, come back down, swing the other leg up, come back down, maybe even do a little change at the top. And then if you want, look in between your hands and start to lift up. And then whenever you feel ready, come back out, sit back onto your heels, release the block. I'm into child's pose. Maybe take your knees this time a little bit wider and fall in between your thighs with your upper body. Take a few deep balancing breaths here. One more deep breath here. And start to walk your hands towards your knees. Roll back up into an upright position. Take your knees back together if you had them apart. And then sit onto your left side of your heels. So your heels are next to your body on the right side. And then swing your right leg above your left leg. So your knees are in one line. It's okay if they touch. If not, that's also okay. And if you need to take one leg a little bit wider than the other, feel free to do so as well. Take your arms into eagle arms, so your right arm underneath your left arm, maybe bind once or twice. And then gently lift your arms up. Tuck your chin in a little bit so that your third eye is in line, connecting to your elbows. Keep your ribs tucked in, your navel to your spine. And then you might feel a stretch in your shoulder blades. Inhale here. Or if you exhale, release your arms first. And then release your right leg all the way towards the side. Take your left foot onto the inside of your right thigh. Keep your right toes flexed. And then rotate towards your right toes. So you're in one line with your right leg. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And then with your exhale, bend over your thigh. Maybe connect your knee with your third eye. If you can't, you can also bend your knee so you have that connection there. Inhale, roll yourself up. And then bring your right knee back above your left knee. Sit back onto your heels. And then sit onto the other side. So your heels come next to your left hip. And then your left leg comes above your right. And maybe your knees touch. Maybe they come above each other. Keep your core strong. Your navel towards your spine, ribcage tucked in. And then bring your arms into eagle arms, this time left arm underneath right arm. Bind once or twice. And then lift your fingertips, maybe open up your elbows a little bit and connect your third eye to your elbows. Tuck your chin in slightly. Breathe here. Maybe feel a stretch in your shoulder blades. Maybe in your hips. Inhale here. And with your exhale, release your arms first. And then take your left leg towards the left side. Your right foot onto your inner thigh of the left leg. And then rotate towards your left toes. With your upper body, reach your arms up. And with your exhale, fold over your thigh. Maybe knee comes to touch. And if not, again, bend your knee if you want. Listen to your intuition. If you inhale, roll yourself back up. And then open up both legs towards the sides. You're in a wide-legged stance here. Make sure that your back is straight. Maybe you take your hands behind you and gently press into the ground, lifting up your chest, keeping your core strong, your navel towards your spine. Maybe you inhale here. And with your exhale, you bring your navel a little bit further to your spine. And then start to bring your hands onto the other side of your legs towards the front and maybe walk towards the front here. Instead of releasing your arms down, take your arms towards your shins or maybe to the outside of your feet if available. Grab a block if you can touch the floor and then either take your chin onto the block or ground your forehead onto the block on whichever height is available. Breathe here. One more breath here. And with your inhale, slowly roll yourself back up. Lengthen your spine again. Inhale, reach your arms up. And with your exhale, rotate towards your right thigh and then release over your right knee. Maybe touch again. Inhale, come up. Exhale, rotate towards the left. Maybe come to touch. Inhale up. Rotate right again. Touch. Inhale up. Rotate left. Exhale, touch. And inhale, come up. Make yourself long. Release your arms to your sides. Hands underneath your kneecaps. Bring your heels back together. Maybe do some windshield wipers again to release your hips a little bit. And then sit into the center of your mat so that you have some space behind you. And start to lower down. Take your arms towards the front. And then slowly start to roll down onto the mat underneath. Go vertebra by vertebra. Use your core muscles here. And when your back of the head touches the mat, bring your knees towards your chest. Maybe rock from side to side a little bit. Maybe you want to draw some circles with your knees. Releasing your legs a little bit more. Change the direction as well. And then find back stillness. Lift your head towards your knees. Make yourself really small. Feel a connection in between your third eye and your knees, creating a circle with energy. Imagine that energy going all the way through your upper body, to your legs and knees, into your forehead, and also the other way around. So it goes into both directions. And then release your head back onto the mat. We do one more little pranayama before we go into Shavasana. So place your hands onto your shins again. Come back up into seated. Either into your easy pose or if you want into Padmasana, lotus pose. And then take your left hand, open your palm onto your thigh or onto your knee. And your right hand, your right index finger and your right middle finger come in between your eyebrows onto your third eye. Maybe give another gentle massage here. We're going to do a left nostril breathing, a Chandra Bedana, which activates our feminine side and has a cooling effect on our body. So with your right thumb, close your right nostril and then start to inhale through the left. Exhale right. Close the right, inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Hold your breath, closing both nostrils. Exhale right. Inhale left. Close and hold. Exhale right. Inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Inhale left. Hold. Exhale right. Inhale left. Hold. Exhale right. Inhale left. 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 Hold. 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 And with your exhale, release. Release your hands, both palms facing up towards the ceiling, onto your knees. Take a few balancing breaths here. Breathing in your natural rhythm. Maybe you already feel a cooling effect on your body. And then if you were in lotus pose, release your legs. Bring your feet in front of you again. And then again, roll back onto your backs. This time you can go a little bit faster if you want. Grab your shins. Lift your third eye towards your knees one more time. Feel the connection. Inhale here. Hold your breath. Hold your breath still. Extend your legs to the front. Extend your arms to the back. Hover. And with your exhale, release. Take your arms to your sides. Maybe a little bit wider so that you have some air in between your armpits. Let your knees fall outward. And if you need to grab a blanket or anything to keep you warm throughout Shavasana, feel free to do so now. And then let your breath guide you a little deeper into the relaxation by inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Inhale nose, exhale mouth. Again, inhale nose and side out. Gently tuck your chin in to have a long neck here, long spine. And release any tension within your body, maybe by going through each body part for yourself, feeling into any sensation, into any tension within your body, and using your breath to release that tension, that sensation. Bring your awareness back towards your breath. And how your breath lifts your body up and down. Maybe start to deepen your breath. And then slowly bring some movement into your body. Into your fingers and toes first. Maybe rotating your hands and feet. And then reach your arms above your head, make yourself long. Bring your knees towards your chest and make yourself small again. Maybe lift your forehead towards your knees. And then roll onto one side. Choose whichever side comes to you first. And then take a moment there. Find your way back into your physical body. Into your surroundings. And maybe one more time with closed eyes, look towards your third eye. Feel the change already in your focus, your concentration, and in the inner wisdom that your third eye holds for you. Maybe connect back to your intention from the beginning of the class. And then use your upper hand to gently press yourself up into seated. Keep your eyes closed and take your hands to your heart center. Allow yourself to be thankful for the practice today, that you took the time to move your body and to focus your mind. Take your hands to your third eye. May your intention, may your intuition guide you the way, and may you see only the truth in the world. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today in this 6th class of the 7-week journey. I hope to see you for the 7th and last one next week.